Who here knows Studio Ghibli? Okay, a few of you, I see. Cultured. Now, who here knows Studio Ponoc? If you said yes, you're a fucking liar, and I'm gonna need you to sit down so I can tell you why these people are going to be the next top dog in hand-drawn animation. Well, to talk about Studio Ponoc, we first need to talk about one man, Yoshiyuki Nishimura. Yoshiyuki Nishimura was a lead film producer of Studio Ghibli, and since then has become the founder as well as producer of the animation at Studio Ponoc, after leaving Studio Ghibli in 2015.
Foot dive!
But before leaving, he did work on the production for The Tale of the Princess Kaguya and When Marnie was there. So he already has a record to his name, but what he's been doing at Studio Ponoc is really solidifying why I think this could be the next big studio. If they play their cards right, of course. So currently, Studio Ponoc only has 2 feature films, but out of these 2 films, they've already made me see the potential and the passion that this studio is carrying, especially with Yoshiyuki Nishimura behind them. The most recent of the 2 that Studio Ponoc has put out is The Imaginary, where you follow this girl named Amanda and her imaginary friend named Roger. In short, with no spoilers, of course, we see the world from the eyes of a hyper-imaginative kid and the adults around her.
Roger isn't actually real, only Amanda can see him.
And we even get to see into the world of every imaginary friend. All the while, there is someone lurking around trying to steal her imaginary friend. And even though this premise is something I was completely unsure would even work in a movie setting, they did a really good job of writing the story and putting in turns that I honestly wouldn't even think about. But what makes this movie memorable for me, at least, is the way they go about the art style. This movie has made me realize I've missed hand-drawn animation so much. It always just itches a part of my brain the right way when I see it. It honestly just looks so good. It's hard to explain, but it gives me a watercolor look and feel throughout the entire movie, even though I know it's hand-drawn. Now, the first ever feature film by Studio Ponoc, I'm pretty sure was Mary and the Witch's Flower. I know I made some false promises in the past. Anyways, this story we follow a young girl named Mary, obviously, who discovers a mysterious flower, obviously, which grants her magical powers. She is then whisked away to Endor College, a magical school, and Mary must navigate this magical world while discovering her own potential. This movie really made me realize why people were calling this studio the sibling to Studio Ghibli, or just this Studio Ghibli clone, or anything along those lines. I'm more fond to the Studio Ghibli sibling title because everything in this movie screams Ghibli, but you will not hear any complaints from me. And considering this was their first project after leaving such a branded studio in the hand-drawn animation, it only makes sense that they would use what they know, and I honestly can't wait for them to start doing their own thing and really make a name for themselves as the new top dog of comfy animation. And of course, if you don't agree with me, let me know down below. A like and subscribe means a lot to me. And if you haven't heard anything about Studio Ponoc before, or any of the movies I mentioned, please do check them out. Trust me, they're totally worth it. And above all else, thanks for listening.